Mr. Paulson, our principal, Mr. Wood, Mrs. Keys, our vice principal, teachers, parents, students, and families. With many activities in store, I hope you will find this evening enjoyable. To start the evening celebration, please put your hands together for Social Studies teacher and Grade 8 team leader, Mr. Kirkwood.
Thank you, Buck, for that introduction. They say the best kind of speech is one that has a memorable beginning, an enjoyable end, and not much in between. So here goes, I'll try to make a great speech. Today is one of those wonderful occasions in life when we get to celebrate our young people and their achievements as they grow up. It's one of the times you can reflect and feel good as a parent and as a mentor, knowing that the kids you care about are just fine. They're on the right path. And so I'm really honored to be standing before you this evening on what is a very special occasion for parents, for teachers, as well as for students. And I hope you'll allow me to make a couple of remarks to each of those groups. First of all, to the parents. Students, you need to know, middle school was tough for your parents. You know, when you got to lower school, they were your idol. They knew everything. And then when you got to middle school in grade 6, things began to change. And by the time you got to the end of grade 6, their intelligence went into rapid decline. They just didn't understand anything anymore. And now that you're getting to the end of grade 8, they know nothing about anything. But you know, that's not really fair, because in the last 3 years, they've learned a lot. I've got 2 examples for you. It took them a while, but they finally figured out what long-term assignment, also known as project, actually means. These are given the night before they're due, hence the name long-term. It's a long-term commitment over time that begins at 9:30 at night, and if you're lucky, ends at midnight. Sometimes it just never seems to end. It's really important in these things that the whole family becomes intensely involved in the project. That one person rushes off to Migros to buy poster board, one member of the family lands up in tears, doesn't have to be the student, and that someone stays up with the student to complete the work until it's done. Another thing that took them a while to figure out was the homework policy. The homework policy reads, students should not spend more than 90 minutes per night on homework. The time should be budgeted in the following manner. 5 minutes swearing blind that there is no homework. 10 minutes for doubt to set in. 15 minutes looking for the assignment that might have been given. 11 minutes calling a friend to find out if they know about the assignment. 3 minutes wondering, why would they give us an assignment? 8 minutes in the bathroom, 10 minutes getting a snack, 7 minutes checking if the assignment's actually got a conflict with the TV program you really want to watch, and finally 10 minutes in the car on the way to school doing the assignment. It's good to know that nothing's changed. Students, jokes aside, today is a good day for you to hug and thank your parents and your family for supporting you. Because just as much as today is about your achievement, it's also an achievement for all of those who cared for you and supported you along the way. And while talking about parents, I'd like to make 2 very special thank yous. The first one is to our grade 8 parent reps, Lisa Morris and Jane Impenius, for all the times that they helped me out, for passing along all the communication throughout the year. Thank you very much. And a second thanks to Nada Barry and to Laura Butner for how beautiful this place looks this evening. This celebration is an official way to recognize, students, that you are ready to step into the next stage of your life. With every year, you have become a little more independent. I bet you can still remember your first day in middle school, when you walked into the school, perhaps a little bit exciting, perhaps a little bit intimidating. But I bet now when you look at those 6th graders going to class, you think, my gosh, they're so small. look so little, and you know, like we always say, I can't believe I was ever that young. Get used to saying that, you'll be saying it for the rest of your life. But when you see those younger students, you also know something else. You know how much you have grown, how much you have changed, how much you have matured, and how much you have learned. And for that, you have to thank your teachers, all of your teachers since kindergarten. But very, very especially the teachers that are gathered here tonight. Your teachers in grade 6, in grade 7, and in grade 8. With every book you read, with every class you attended, with every learning activity you did, with every test you took, with every assignment you completed, your teachers were pulling and pushing and cajoling you to get you to be the very best that you could be. And so I would like to say a thank you to all your teachers, but very especially to the team of grade 8 teachers that I've had the pleasure of working with. There are a couple of other people on the staff who I really need to say a thank you to. The first one is Ivana Burina in the office and Helen Falconer. Thank you so much for all the times you've reminded me of the things I didn't even know I was supposed to do. And then comes Erica, our school nurse, who's always watching out for everyone, and Alessandra in the cafeteria. They do a whole lot behind the scenes to support us as well. When we said to you many times this year that you were one of the best groups of kids that we have ever had, that was not false praise. Your grade 6 teachers told that to the grade 7 teachers. And the grade 7 teachers told us that as well. Mr. Switzer, wherever you are, you're in for a treat. You've had some great times this year, the last 3 years, and maybe you had some tough times too, but you did it. You succeeded. And you're ready for that next step. And as you prepare for that next step, there's a few things we'd like to ask you. Number one, stop texting the person next to you hoping that I'm going to finish sometime soon. Seriously, take this chance to dedicate yourself to making next year even better than these last 3. Remember, you don't have to follow the crowd. Do the right thing, even if no one is watching. Study hard. Effort is the trump card, and every effort you put in is an investment in yourself. And finally, don't be in too much of a hurry to grow up. These are some great times in your life. Don't rush past them. You know, some people say high school's the best time of your life, or college is the best time, or the early 20s is the best time. I don't think that's true. They're all good. They're as good as you make them. So, there are great things coming, and just as your parents are proud, each and every single one of you should be proud of yourselves as well. So congratulations to the students, to the parents for passing middle school a second or third time, and congratulations and thank you to all the teachers as well. Since it was a Seussical year, I'll have to leave you with a final quote from the great Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. You're the one who will decide where you go. Congratulations again, and thank you for your attention.